What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media Channel. This is your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 284. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, there's not a lot of like super duper, like really exciting things to talk about today, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about today. There was a lot of things that were announced, and I do think that some people will be pretty hyped up for some of the things that we have to discuss today. So I am filming this, guys, very early on a Sunday morning. I'm going to be dropping this late Monday afternoon. So just know some of the things I talk about in terms of deals and things like that could be expired by the time that this video actually goes up. But of all like the new release coverage and stuff that's coming out this week, all that kind of stuff, I will link pre-orders down below. So all those pre-order links will be down below in the description, as will the deals as well. And if I find new deals, I will also link those down below in the description. That's just usually how I do it. And also keep in mind, some other like big things could be announced between now and tomorrow that I may not get to cover, but I'll cover it on next week's physical media report. So let me bring up my physical media report account. And guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate that. Guys, it's still so early. Like I literally just woke up like a half hour ago. I got my coffee right here. You know, it's a nice Friends mug, but it's got the horror icons on it. So you got Freddy right there. You got Jason, Michael Myers, which, guys, I am still waiting on my Nightmare on Elm Street 4K just regular set. I've actually watched all the movies on 4K, so I'm waiting on that set to come in so I can do the official, you know, picture quality and movie review like I usually do for titles. Because I did unbox the Steelbook set, but I wanted to dive into the details of the regular set and again the picture quality and stuff when I get it. Look, guys, I'm already rambling. Subscribe, like the video, comment down below of everything that we discussed, what you're the most excited about, and let's get into it. What gets the juices flowing, guys? That's the thing that I say. All right, we're going to start with the Screen Factory, Shout Factory stuff. Even though I did an entire video about this, maybe not everybody saw that video, so I'm going to cover it again because this stuff was, I think, announced last Monday, the same day I put the Physical Media Report out, and I covered it in a supplemental video the next day. But we are getting a Dawn of the Dead 4K Steelbook. So this movie's already got a 4K from Screen Factory, but they're just doing a new Steelbook. I like this Steelbook. I think it's good artwork, but this is an Amazon exclusive. It's going for like 45 bucks. And to me, it's just, it's not worth that price to get a 4K that I already own in the collection, but it may be for you. And if you don't have it on 4K, it is a really cool Steelbook. I do like the Steelbook, and I love this movie. I really do love this movie. But this is coming out on December the 2nd from Screen Factory. And let's see, which way do I want to go here? Oh, we got The Killer. The Killer, I think this is the last John Woo movie that Shout Factory is going to do, at least a part of the as a part of the Hong Kong Cinema Classics. I'm still hoping, I'm holding out that maybe Shout's going to be the ones to, because they're working with John Woo so much, maybe they're going to be the ones to do Broken Arrow. But also, I feel like at the same time that Broken Arrow might be Fox, it might be a Disney title. So I don't know if they have if they have access to it, but I would love to get a Broken Arrow like deluxe box set. That would just make my day. That's one of my favorite 90s action films. But The Killer, I'll be honest, never seen the movie. I've never seen a lot of the earlier, John Woo stuff. I'm definitely going to get this. It's done in what looks to be the same style as Hard Boiled as well. You got that bigger, like chunkier box set release. Looks like you're gonna have a booklet inside. And yeah, Shout is really putting everything they got into these releases. So it really is cool to see. And this one's gonna be coming out on December the 2nd. So I discussed all the details in my video last week, but this thing's gonna have a bunch of new features, new commentaries, interviews with John Woo. And it's really, it looks like Shout really did this one up right for sure. It is up for pre-order right now. I think on Amazon for $49.99. It's a little bit more expensive if you want to get it from the Shout Factory website. But also keep in mind, if you order it from Shout directly, you'll probably get this in like a couple weeks earlier than everybody else. So if that's worth it to you to spend the extra 15, 20 bucks, which to a lot of people in this day and age is not worth it. You may want to get it off the Shout Factory website. I think on Diabolic, it's like 46, and in Orbit, it's like 40, a little bit cheaper on there as well. All right, but that's The Killer. We've also got this horrendous Steelbook for the people under the stairs. I like the back of the Steelbook. I said this in the video last week. I like the back with the people kind of crawling out of the boards and stuff. But the front is horrendous. It really is. And this is coming out on December the 2nd. And the pre-order's up on Amazon. I think this is maybe also an Amazon exclusive, but it could also be up on the Scream Factory website. I know for a fact Dawn of the Dead is Amazon exclusive. That's not on the Scream Factory website, but this one might be. But yeah, this has already got a 4K as well, but this is just a 4K Steelbook re-release. Then we've got the gray, which does not have a 4K, but Shout Factory is just doing this 4K Steelbook and no standard 4K. So that's kind of strange for them to do because I can't think of another example. Like Sony does this all the time. Disney, I can't think of another example where Shout's done this, where they have put out a 4K Steelbook and nothing else for a movie. This Steelbook is okay, kind of weird. Looks like kind of like a first person game. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it either. But the Gray is a movie I like, and I think it will benefit from a 4K upgrade. I just watched it earlier this year on Blu-ray. I don't know if I need to upgrade this one right away, especially if it's only going to be like a $45 4K Steelbook. But yeah, this is available to pre-order on December the 9th, and the pre-order is up on Amazon right now. It's also up on the Shout Factory website. Next up, we've got some other releases. We've got Rabid coming to 4K, David Cronenberg's Rabid, and that's coming out December the 16th. Cloud Atlas is coming out on December the 23rd. We got this Tales from the Dark Side 4K Steelbook re-release with artwork that I don't hate. It's kind of similar to The Howling, but I thought The Howling was awful. I don't hate this one. I think it's okay, but I have no reason to buy it because I've already got the regular 4K. And that's coming out December the 23rd. And then we got Black Christmas. Of course, I kind of knew that they would do this. Getting a 4K Steelbook December the 9th. Scrolling over, we got a Wanted 4K Steelbook re-release December the 2nd. Then we got a Leaving Las Vegas 4K coming December the 16th. And a Shaw Brothers collector set coming out. This is Volume 8 Blu-ray collection coming out December the 2nd. And this thing, guys, I went through the details of my video. This is a 12-disc set. It's got I think it's got 12 movies. It's got tons of special features. And like I said, Shout Factory, they're putting the work that they're doing right now with the Hong Kong line and the Shaw Brothers stuff. It's clear that's where they're putting their focus. They could give a damn about Scream Factory. It's just re-release all this stuff, 4K Steelbook, and let's be done with it. But yeah, really cool. But we're not done, guys, I don't think. Oh, hold on. Let me go forward because I think there was more screen. Oh, yeah. We got the Sword and the Sorcerer 4K Steelbook re-release. This is coming out sometime in the month of December. For some reason, I don't have a release date there. This is pretty cool artwork. I don't own the movie. I never bought it. Maybe I'll get this at some point. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for the. Well, hold on. There was more stuff. Yeah. They announced so much stuff, guys. Riddick is getting a 4K Steelbook as well. And I think this is on the Scream Factory Shout Factory website, and it might be it. It might not, actually. I do think it's on Amazon. I can't. It's hard to tell. It's hard to remember all this stuff. And then you got Hong Kong New Wave Essential. This is a Blu-ray set of some more Hong Kong films, and I think it's 3 movies in this set, but they're all Blu-ray. It's not 4K. All right, let's go back because I like to do things out of order, guys. We've got Minority Report. I talked about this a few weeks ago, but we got the official announcement for Steven Spielberg's Minority Reports, and this is coming out on December the 9th from Paramount. We're going to be getting a regular standard 4K, and we're also going to be getting a 4K Steelbook. This is going to have Dolby Vision, HDR, but no Dolby Atmos. It's got a 5.1 track, which I think is the same as the Blu-ray. I actually never upgraded this to Blu-ray. I've kind of been waiting for them to do the 4K for this movie for the past, probably ever since they did War of the Worlds. I was like, where's Minority Report? Just because they're kind of tied together in my mind. They're both science fiction films. Both came out around the same time. This was 2002. I think War of the Worlds was 2005. And they both got Tom Cruise. They're both directed by Steven Spielberg. They both have similar visual aesthetics as well. But I'm glad that we're finally getting this, guys. It's about damn time we get mine. They should have done this movie, honestly, when they did War of the Worlds, because they did War of the Worlds, Top Gun, and they also did, what was the other, Days of Thunder, all together back in 2020. I remember this very vividly because I just really got going on the channel. It was also the pandemic, and it's why didn't you all do Minority Report? That was Paramount too, right? But we're getting, the Steelbook treatment, the regular 4K. And you got special features here, but it looks to be all the same like archival special features. Doesn't look like they added anything new there, but it's coming out December the 9th. I'm excited for it, guys. I'm excited to revisit it because it's been years since I've seen Minority Report. All right. Next, we've got Pride and Prejudice getting the full like box set treatment here with a booklet and everything. This is like a really nice, almost A24 big booklet style box set release for Pride and Prejudice on 4K. And Universal is actually putting this out on November the 25th, and it's a 20th anniversary collector's edition. It's got a 42-page disc book, includes forward written by director Joe Wright, excerpts from the cast and crew, and more. But you're also getting a standard 4K because Universal is good with the options there. So you get this beautiful, big book edition, and then you got the regular standard 4K as well. And these are coming out on November the 25th, and the pre-orders are up on groove.com right now. So I've never seen Pride and Prejudice because I'm a dude. No, I'm just joking, guys. I watched I watched tons of romance chick flicks and stuff like that. I mean, my one of my favorite movies used to be La La Land. I haven't watched it in quite some time. But my wife actually expressed interest in wanting to watch this because we just never watched it together. So maybe I'm not going to say I'm going to get this big set, but maybe I'll get this on 4K when it comes out. If you all have any interest, maybe I'll review it on the channel. Who knows? But it's good to see this movie getting the 4K for people that are interested in it. Oh my goodness, guys, I almost passed up the big one. Edward Scissorhands. I've kind of kept quiet on this. I did post it in my community tab. But this is the big one, guys. Disney is putting out Edward Scissorhands, of course, just the 4K steelbook on October the 28th. So just in time for the spooky season, but also in time for Christmas. This movie is kind of sort of a Christmas movie as well. Kind of has that vibe and aesthetic as well, much like Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of Tim Burton stuff, honestly, you could fit into the Halloween season and the Christmas season as well. Batman Returns comes to mind too. But they're doing the 4K steelbook of Edward Scissorhands, and the pre-order is not yet available, but maybe by the time I put this video out, guys, it will be. And if it is, I will link it down below. But usually with the Disney stuff, they announce this. I want to say they announced this on a Tuesday. Usually it takes them a week to get those official pre-orders up. This is another one though, guys, and I'll make sure I post this as soon as possible. This is another one. It's a 4K steelbook. It's probably going to be limited, like most of the Disney steelbooks have been. I could see this one going very quickly, like very quickly, like within 2-3 hours. I could see this one selling out. Hopefully, they print enough copies so it lasts like at least 2 to 3 days before it sells out, because I hate stuff going up and selling out in 2-3 hours. Like, who is checking this shit every 2 or 3 hours? Like, sure, there's some people, but most of us have lives, right? Like, it's hard for me to keep up, and I'm like really entrenched in this stuff. So, like, for the average person to have to sit there and refresh Amazon over and over again to see if the freaking pre-order went up is ridiculous. So, at least give people like 2 or 3 days some time to breathe to pre-order this damn thing. I hate that so much. But I'll try to link it as soon as possible. So pay attention to my channel, pay attention to my community tab. As soon as this thing pops up, I'm gonna link it on there. But yeah, this is a big one, guys. People have been clamoring, asking for Edward Scissorhands for such a long time. And it's a nice steelbook. It's not, I could think of some better, artwork that I would have liked to have seen for this, but it's not bad. It's the 35th anniversary as well. Because a lot of people were speculating if they were going to do this. I like the interior artwork where Edward's coming down the staircase, and you got Winona Ryder on the back with Tim Burton, or not Tim Burton, but Johnny Depp on the front. 2 discs in the set. Looks like you got a Blu-ray. Looks like you got a 4K. You got a couple of audio commentaries here. I imagine these are all past audio commentaries. You got a featurette behind the scenes. Um, let's see. Yeah, classic special features is all they're including here. It's kind of crap, guys. Like, I appreciate that there's finally some movements on these past like Fox titles and stuff coming to 4K. I appreciate that, but at the same time, put some damn effort into this. Like, give us a few new special features for these damn things. Like, if you're going to charge us out the ass and make them super limited, like, actually do something special with them. Because this is probably going to go up for $39.99, maybe $42.99, something like that. Maybe $55.99, like Kingdom of Heaven and Tombstone when they first went up for pre-order. But the past few Disney steelbooks have been $39.99 to pre-order. So I'm hoping that this one is kind of along the same lines. And I'm just kind of wondering at this point, because this would mark the fifth, I think, Disney 4K steelbook of 2025. They've done other stuff, Sound of Music, but not it's not a steelbook, but I think it's the fifth of 2025. I wonder what else we're going to be getting for the year's end. Could we possibly get Con Air and Armageddon this year? 4K steelbooks for those. I'm hoping. I'm fingers crossed on both of those. I would love to see those come to 4K. But Edward Scissorhands, guys, what are your thoughts? Are you excited? I think this movie will look excellent in 4K. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the film. I never have been. I watched it so many times as a kid, but I always felt like I was being forced to watch the movie. I always love Beetlejuice like way more when it comes to Tim Burton movies. But I will admit this movie will look gorgeous on 4K, and I will get it, for sure. My wife really loves the film, so I will definitely watch this on 4K and check out the picture quality. And it's a nice steelbook. Let me know if you're excited for it, guys. It's coming out, yeah, in time for Halloween. A little bit more wiggle room for this one. Oh, the Tron steelbooks came out, guys. So this is the seventh, right? The seventh Disney steelbook. But yeah, this is coming out just in time for Halloween. There's a little bit more wiggle room, a little bit more than the Tron 4Ks when they were announced. So hopefully they got enough time to ramp up their production and kind of meet those pre-order needs for this when it comes out. All right, next up, we got The Conjuring. This is interesting, guys, how they keep doing this. The Conjuring 4 Last Rites is coming to 4K, Blu-ray, and 4K Steelbook. Interesting because when these movies come to theater, and they did the same thing with the third one, it was The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. When it comes to physical media, it's now The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. Same thing with this one. In theaters, it was The Conjuring Last Rites. Now it's The Conjuring 4. I appreciate them like keeping the numbered like consistency because when you put it on the shelf, you like that kind of. But it's just kind of strange that they don't call it The Conjuring 4 when it's in theaters, but when it comes to physical media, they call it The Conjuring 4 Last Rites. And they did the exact same thing to the third one, if you guys remember. But yeah, this is the same cover. The 4K cover is the same as the Steelbook, which I wish they would have done something different with that. But then you got the regular Blu-ray cover right there, which is kind of lame as well. I feel like there was a better poster of this movie. And then you got the Steelbook, which honestly, like that's probably the one to get. Like that's got some cool interior artwork, some cool stuff on the back. You also get the Blu-ray and the 4K in the Steelbook. Whereas if you get the 4K, you're just getting the 4K. You get the Blu-ray, you're just getting the Blu-ray and the digital code. But this is coming out from Warner Brothers on November the 25th. And yeah, this movie like killed it at the box office. So it did extraordinarily well, I'm pretty sure, and nobody really knows why. But it's like no Conjuring movie has ever made as much money as this one did. And usually there's like dwindling returns when you're doing these horror films. Let me put myself down here, guys. That's what I usually do, right? Dolby Vision HDR presentation of the film. You also got a Dolby Atmos audio track. Several special features, so that's nice to see. You got a featurette with Michael Chavez, the Conjuring crafting scenes featurette. So I imagine they probably filmed all these special features when they were filming the Conjuring 4K special features as well. But yeah, I'll definitely get this and watch it for sure. I heard people say it was better than the last one, but definitely not as good as the first two. As long as it's better than the last one, I'll at least watch it because I freaking hated the last one. I thought it was a horrible movie. So I'll check this one out. Even though like again, beyond the first two, it's like it gets very choppy when it comes to this franchise for me. Airplane is getting a standalone 4K release. Of course, we got it on 4K in the Zaz, was that what it's called? ZAS collection last year that went out of print very quickly. It's currently out of print, but it's getting a standalone 4K on December the 9th from Paramount Pictures. So very cool that we're getting this standalone for people because me, I already had Naked Gun. I had the 4K Steelbook, and I was like, I don't want to rebuy Naked Gun on 4K just to get Airplane and another movie that we're getting ready to talk about here in a second on 4K. So I held off, even though the price went down to like 35 bucks and then it sold out. So I kind of wish I did get it. But I held out, and now I'll get these standalone 4Ks at some point. Little weird that Naked Gun just got a 4K slipcover or slipcover steelbook or whatever. It just got a steelbook. I think the slipcover's coming though. I think that I announced that a few weeks ago. But these are getting standard editions. I would have kind of liked to see Airplane get a steelbook. That would have been cool. And I think the movie's worth it. It could have been the Don't Call Me Shirley steelbook edition. Could have been a throwback to the DVD era. All right, next up, we've got a Barbarella box set. So Paramount is putting out all of these really cool box sets in the UK. We saw one for the Warriors last week. This is coming out from Paramount as well. And it's a big, chunky box set. It's got booklets, it's got cards, it's got stickers, it's got patches, it's got posters, it's got everything you could ever want from Barbarella. And it's coming out on December the 8th. And the pre order is currently up on Zabi.com. So, as far as I'm concerned, I've got the best edition of Barbarella. I don't even know if this is gonna come with the Arrow Video special features because there was new special features with the Arrow Video edition, but that Arrow Video edition, guys, looks so the 4K is so immaculate. It looks incredible. So I imagine it's gonna be the same restoration, but the special features on it were incredible too. So hopefully this has those special features as well. And I'm not saying that this isn't a great box set, but in my opinion, I got the best version of Barbarella, so I definitely don't need to upgrade. But if you don't have that and you want a cool edition of Barbarella, if you missed out on it, this could be a solid option for you. But again, it's in the UK. You got to get on Zavi. It's probably on Diabolic and Orbit by now as well. Another UK release is Legend, Tom Hardy and Legend. I've never seen this movie before. And this is coming out on November the 24th. Let's see. This is a brand new 4K. So this is the first time on 4K for this movie. Brand new 4K restoration was overseen by writer-director Brian Helgeland. You've also got special features in this, Dolby Atmos, new 4K restoration. I'm trying to see if it's got HDR and Dolby Vision. I'm not seeing that anywhere, but I imagine it probably does. New Myth and Legend with Brian Hedgelam. Audio commentary with the director as well. And then you got some other, I imagine, archival special features. But cool, you got something new here. And who is putting this out again? Studio Canal. Yeah, Studio Canal is putting this out. So maybe because Lionsgate usually does a lot of the Studio Canal stuff. They kind of got a relationship, a connection. So maybe this was a Lionsgate film in the States when it came out. But maybe there'll be some kind of Lionsgate limited steelbook release of this at some point. I could see that happening as well. But if you can't wait for Legend, nice box set edition in the UK. It's available now, and I'll link it down below in the description. Next up, we got the Vinegar Syndrome announcements, which I covered all of these, including the partner labels on a live stream the other night. So if you want to check that out, go check out the live stream. I think I started covering it at the hour mark in the live stream. So I went into all the details. So I'm just going to kind of briefly go over the titles that were announced. You got Tromeo and Juliet um, coming to 4K. You got The Man Who Could Cheat Death coming to 4K. Sleepless, which is a Dario Argento film. This is a 2001 Argento film, so very later Argento film. That is coming to 4K. Then you got Ruby coming to 4K as well. You've also got, I got the standalone pictures right here, guys. You also got Men from the Gutter, which is a Vinegar Syndrome archive edition, right? Is that what it is? Archive, or is it something else? And this is a part of their Shawsploitation line. This is number one in that line, so it must be something new they're starting. Then we've got a new cinematograph title. You got King of the Gypsies, and this is at 4K as well. And yeah, that's all the Vinegar Syndrome proper releases that are coming out for the month of October. So decent lineup. I got to be honest. So I feel like they've done a little bit better for October in recent years. So I was a little bit disappointed in this lineup. But if you're a huge, Troma fan and Tromeo and Juliet fan, I mean, this is one of the first films that James Gunn ever worked on. So I guess that's kind of cool. You're getting that in stunning 4K. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about this. We've got Downton Abbey, the Ultimate Legacy Collection coming out, guys. So I feel like they do a new Downton Abbey movie like every month because this is Downton Abbey, the grand finale. That's getting a 4K edition. And all this is coming out on November the 11th. But in addition to the regular 4K and Blu-ray of Downton Abbey, the grand finale, which I imagine was just in theaters maybe, you're getting the Ultimate Legacy Collection. This includes all 3 films and 6 television seasons together for the first time. And this is a elegant 42-page book packaging, special commentary, sketches, bios, photos, and more. So I'm kind of curious. Maybe I should have looked into the. It's okay. So it's saying, let me go all the way to the bottom. I'm trying to see. So this is a 24 disc set. And I'm this exclusive Blu-ray set. Okay, so I think with this set right here, You're not gonna have the 4Ks. I don't think you're gonna have the 4Ks. It's saying it's a Blu-ray set. So if you get this, everything's gonna be on Blu-ray. So all the seasons will be on Blu-ray, which I don't think any of those have 4Ks, and then all the movies will be on Blu-ray. But if you want the 4Ks, they do have all of them standalone on 4K. And I wanna say that I saw that there was a triple pack with all the movies on 4K as well. I did not note that image, but I do think that's available. But yeah, nice looking set though. If you're a fan of this show, I am not. Like I said, I'm a guy, so I'm not a fan of Downton Abbey. Again, I'm just joking, guys. Um, I don't want to offend anybody that, maybe you're a male and you like Downton Abbey. That's fine. Maybe a great show. Maybe I would love it. I don't know. Um, but if you're a fan, like this is a pretty awesome, spectacular, collector's edition right here. Universal Home Entertainment will release the 4K and Blu-ray of Downton Abbey. So with the actual Downton Abbey movie, Dolby Vision, HDR, Dolby Atmos, guys. Do you ever think we get Dolby Atmos on a Downton Abbey movie? Jeez Louise. Audio commentaries with the directors. You get all kinds of special features as well. I mean, this thing's loaded with special features. I mean, Universal usually does a really great job with special features on their movies, on their newer films. So that's always cool to see. But let me know if you're interested in this in the comment section below. And let's move on to some Dogma news. This is pretty damn exciting, guys. Dogma, Kevin Smith's Dogma is coming to 4K from Umbrella. It's also coming to 4K from somebody else, which we'll talk about here later. And this is coming out on December the 10th. So they already did their December announcement. So I guess they were holding on to this one till they were done. But this is an incredible set. Looks like you got a see-through slipcover over top that kind of changes the artwork, Lionsgate style. I love that slipcover artwork. That looks really freaking cool. But you got a poster, a couple posters, art cards, 2 discs. I went over this the other night in a live stream, but you got a 100-page booklet right here. I love the design of the booklet as well. Kind of looks like a gospel. So that's very cool. Um, yeah, custom design Buddy Christ rigid case. This is available to pre-order right now, guys, on the Umbrella website. I think you'll only be able to get this set right here, the hard box set on the Umbrella website. You'll be able to get the standard slip on Diabolic and Orbit and stuff, but this is an Australian release. Keep that in mind. But if you want the big set with the t-shirt and the Snoogans beanie, and more stickers, you can pay a little bit more and get that. But this thing is loaded with special features, audio commentaries. You got a bunch of new interviews here with Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, makeup effects artists. You also got Dave Lee on VSQ. I think Dave Lee's on YouTube, actually. I think he's a YouTuber, so that's pretty cool. Then you got over 60 minutes of Dogma original silent dailies footage presented with the Dogma original score, new Judge Knott's and Defense of Dogma documentary. So you got a new documentary here as well. So very cool. This thing is loaded, guys. I can't wait. I love Dogma. It's one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies. And for a long time, I was rocking the DVD. I gave it away when I gave away all my DVDs because I didn't think that it was going to be that hard to get back if I wanted it. Of course, the Blu-ray, way out of print for a very long time. I was not willing to pay $200 for it. So I've been without this film in my collection for a very long time. And it's not been on streaming because Kevin Smith just figured out how to get the rights back and stuff. And now we're getting these amazing releases. So very excited for Dogma coming to 4K December the 10th, guys. Is available to pre-order on the Umbrella website right now. Oh my goodness, guys, we got Paul coming to 4K. I remember seeing this in the theaters back in the day, and that is the last time I watched Paul. But it's getting a 4K from Kino Lorber on November the 18th, and this has got Dolby Vision, HDR. It's directed by the same person that directed Superbad as well, and it's got Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Jason Bateman, Seth Rogen, Sigourney Weaver. I remember the movie being fun. Again, it's just one I never felt the need to go back and rewatch. But it's got a commentary. It's got the Making of Paul documentary. I don't know if any of this stuff is new, but you do have disc 3 is the unrated cut of the film. So you got the unrated cut here on disc 3. And you got, the regular Blu-ray, then you got the 4K. So it looks like this has a lot of cool stuff in it. Again, I don't know if the audio commentary, the Making of Paul documentary is new. I don't know that, but it could be. I mean, it's got all kinds of TV spots so I mean, it's got a lot of features. It looks like a pretty comprehensive set right here, and I like that it's got, the slipcover, and then it's got all the alternate artwork, reversible artwork on the inside as well. So very cool. If you're a Paul fan, November the 18th is going to be your day. Next up, guys, Barbed Wire is coming soon to 4K from Kino Lorber as well. So we don't have the official announcement and release date or artwork, but they did announce that they will be doing it. And Barbed Wire already has a 4K in, I want to say in Germany, maybe it was like a German media book or something, or maybe it was also in the UK as well. But Barbed Wire does have a 4K in Europe, I know, but it's getting one in the States at some point from Kino Lorber. So keep a lookout for that. Next up, Top Secret. Like I said earlier, getting a standalone 4K version. So if you didn't get that Zaz set, you're going to have the opportunity to get this on 4K. This is one of my favorites, satirical comedies, parody movies, whatever you want to call them, ever. I freaking love this movie. Val Kilmer is so good in the film. This is like, I think maybe his first big movie. And he does so well, like just balancing the comedy and stuff and doing it in such like a sincere way. So Top Secret, maybe one of the most underrated, parody spoof comedies of all time as well. Now it's getting that 4K release. I'll probably get this, but I'll wait till the price drops, on this one just a little bit. But it comes out on December the 9th because I feel like I just bought the freaking Blu-ray of this because it took them forever to put it out on Blu-ray. Then I think that came out 2022. But let me know if you're excited for Top Secret getting a standard standalone 4K release on December the 9th. Next up, we've got Catch Me If You Can. So I talked about Catch Me If You Can a few weeks ago, but we got the official 4K and 4K Steelbook announcement for Catch Me If You Can. And this is coming out from Paramount on December the 9th. It's got Dolby Vision. It's got HDR. It's got a 5.1 track, and you got all the past archival features as well. So yeah, the official date, December the 9th for Catch Me If You Can. And the Steelbook for this is the same Steelbook that they put out a few years ago. So I did want to note that as well. All right, next up, guys, we got Freakier Friday. Disney is putting this one out on Blu-ray and a Blu-ray plus DVD digital code combo pack. Now, I did not see where there's any, 4K release coming for this. I only found the Blu-ray. So I think that they might just be doing this one on Blu-ray and no 4K, which is kind of puzzling because I feel like when Disney does stuff, they usually put out the 4K and the Blu-ray, and maybe the 4K will come later. But they did the official announcement, and it's coming to Blu-ray on November the 11th. It's got all kinds of deleted scenes and extras. It's got a making of right here. And yeah, very, very cool edition. I do want to see this. I do like the original version that came out back in the early 2000s. So the family and I will probably watch this at some point. It'll probably be like on Disney Plus or something like that. I don't know if I'll get this Blu-ray, but maybe I'll get it at some point. But let me know if you're looking forward to Freakier Friday coming to Blu-ray. Always good to see, newer films come to physical media because we're entering a day and age where that doesn't always happen. Okay. Especially from Disney. All right. Next up, so I talked about a Dogma coming to 4K from Umbrella. We got this sneak peek from my friend over at Steelbook Obsessed, which if you're not following Jake over at Steelbook Obsessed, definitely do so on Instagram and on YouTube. I've had him on the channel several times, but he made this announcement. I guess Lionsgate kind of leaked this to him and basically said, hey, this is what we're getting in the States. 4K Steelbook, which we all kind of assumed, like when we knew Lionsgate was going to do it in the States, we were going to get a 4K Steelbook. The only question is this going to be a Lionsgate Limited exclusive Steelbook, or is this going to be on Amazon as a regular Steelbook? So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking they're going to do the same thing with this because it's such a big release and it's so anticipated. I feel like for this, they'll do the Lionsgate Limited Steelbook, and then maybe they'll do a standalone slipcover like the Kill Bills and Jackie Brown on Amazon. Maybe they'll go that route with this. Either way, though, guys, we're going to be eating good in December for Dogma releases, for sure. This got a nice slipcover on it. Again, there's no like details like on the special features. I imagine it's going to have a lot of the same stuff that the Umbrella version had. But there was a 90-minute documentary that was being promoted. I just don't know if it's going to be the same documentary. Again, I imagine it is. I can't imagine they shot two different documentaries for two different releases. I imagine the same documentary that's on the Umbrella release will probably be on this release. But yeah, sneak peek of Dogma 4K Steelbook. So thank you, Jake, for providing us that information. And this pre-order will likely go up in November, and this is probably going to be a December Steelbook release. All right. Next up, we've got the Imprint Films, some more Australia stuff being announced. And I mean, Imprint Films in November, like what is going on over there? They're just announcing so much stuff. I think that they announced all like, their big box set release stuff. And now this is just their regular standard versions that they're coming out with. But in November, we've got Priest, we've got 24/7, Fish Tank, The Light Ship, Ellie, Eleni, and With Nail and I, the 47th release of With Nail and I. How many times are they going to release that freaking movie? There's an Arrow edition, there's a Criterion, and now there's a imprint. But the thing about this is just a Blu-ray of With Nail and I, and those two editions were 4Ks. I'm pretty sure. I know at least the Criterion was 4K. But yeah, that's the regular standard November imprint releases that are coming out in November. Next up, guys, we've got some Van Damme coming to 4K. More Van Damme. This is number 6 and 7 of the MVD Laser Vision line, and we've all been waiting for the Laser Vision line to make a comeback. Of course, we got Rockers coming out, but now we've got 2 Van Damme films coming out as well. We've got Lionhearts coming to 4K, and we got Knockouts coming to 4K as well. And these are both coming out in January the 20th. And it looks like these have got a lot of new special features. You got new commentaries with Lionheart. I want to say, yeah, there was like Inside Lionheart with the filmmakers and cast. That's from 2018, though. So maybe it's just a new commentary, and then the rest of it is just past stuff that they put out on their first MVD Rewind release, because these are all re-releases. They've done these before in the MVD Rewind line. But you got a making of featurettes. I mean, you got all kinds of special features here, guys. Archival stuff, newer stuff from 2018. Then you got Knockoff on 4K that also has some audio commentaries. And then this one's got 2 new interviews. Okay, so there's new stuff for Knockoff. New interview with Stephen E. D. Zoza, HD 4051. That's a 40-minute interview. Geez. Then you got new interview with Mashi Diamant, and that's coming out. Oh, that's 1824 right there. And then you got an archival making of featurette. So yeah, cool to get more Van Damme on 4K for sure. These are both available for pre-order right now on Amazon. They just went up right before I started filming this. But yeah, very cool to see the continuation of the Laser Vision line, because they've had nothing but hits with this line. Like they have done some incredible work with 4K with these movies. Like I've never seen MVD releases, because their Blu-rays are always okay, but they weren't like standout Blu-ray transfers. These 4Ks they've been doing, like they've been excellent. So like I'm anticipating these to be really excellent releases from MVD Rewind. Next up, guys, have you been waiting for Rents coming to 4K? How long have you been waiting for Rents? 5,885 minutes. Is that what it's been? I don't know the words yet. I've never seen Rents. I just know that that's a thing. Like that's one of the songs or something. This is the 25th anniversary, or the 20th anniversary of Rent. Sorry, guys. This came out in 2005. It's coming to 4K from Sony on November the 18th. It's going to have Dolby Vision, HDR. It's going to have a Dolby Atmos track, which it should for a musical. And then you got a commentary by director Chris Columbus. Oh, I didn't know Chris directed this. Then you got No Day But Today feature-length documentary. I wonder if that's new. Maybe that's new. But I want to say is this an upgrade? Somebody let me know. Is this an upgrade from DVD? It can't be, right? Didn't this have a Blu-ray? And another interesting thing here is this is a Sony release, right? Sony, yes. They're only promoting a 4K plus digital. So it looks like they're dropping the Blu-ray on this. Is that usual for Sony? Do they always do that? Kind of interesting. But let me know if you're excited for Rent. I've actually never seen the movie. I'm sorry, guys. But it's a cool cover. I mean, it's really cool cover poster. And Rosario Dawson, she looks pretty good up there in the corner. Maybe I'll check this one out. All right, next up, we've got, this has been a long time coming. Coda is coming to 4K, guys. This was an Apple TV movie. This actually won Best Picture. I'm not seeing on the cover where they're saying it won Best Picture, which is kind of weird, saying they won some Sundance Awards. Or maybe I just can't, maybe up close, like it'll say that. And when they announced it, they didn't say that it had won Best Picture. This is a Best Picture winning film. I think a lot of people forget that because this won Best Picture on the night that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, which is all anybody remembers from that show. But yeah, this is a Best Picture winning film. that I think got an Italian release or a German release in 4K, but it never came out on 4K and Blu-ray in the States, and now it finally is. So Apple TV is putting more stuff out on 4K in the States, which is always a good sign because it could mean that we'll get a actual real legit release for Napoleon, for Killers of the Flower Moon, and I know a lot of people have been waiting for those. So yeah, this is coming out on November the 4th, 2021 film Coda. So let me know if you're excited for that. And it's cool they're doing the 4K and the Blu-ray. You know, they're giving you both versions of the movie. And I watched the movie on Apple TV. It was a fun coming of age story. You know, really nothing more than that. Why did it win Best Picture? I don't know. But it was a good film. It was a good film, and I know a lot of people liked it, and they've been wanting it to come to physical media. So that is good news. Next up, we've got another theatrically released film, Caught Stealing, is coming to 4K, and it's also coming to Blu-ray. This is a Darren Aronofsky film, and it's coming out on November the 11th. This is going to have Dolby Vision, HDR, also a Dolby Atmos audio track. And then you've got Aronofsky, the real deal, director Darren Aronofsky, on screenwriter, author Charlie Houston, explored the genesis of the film, the process of adaptation, and how to keep audiences guessing. So yeah, this looks like it has quite a few special features as well. And this is this is Sony that's putting this one out. So yeah, they're putting a lot of work into this. But again, 4K plus digital. Is this something new for Sony? Because I feel like Sony does that. This is a Warner Brothers thing. I feel like Sony usually does the 4K and the Blu-ray. Somebody let me know in the comment section below because it looks like they're moving towards just 4K, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I haven't seen this movie. I will check it out at some point. Just didn't feel compelled to go to the theaters to see it. Next up, guys. Oh my goodness. We have got a Predator 5 movie collection coming out in the UK. And who is putting this? I guess it's just 20th Century Studios putting this one out in the UK, but this is a new 5-film Predator collection that's coming out in the UK. It's possible maybe because sometimes this happens. You'll see the announcements in the UK come first, and then we'll see it come in the States. So maybe we'll also get this in the States from Disney as well. And maybe it'll be a similar looking box set. But as of right now, this has just been announced over in the UK, but it comes out on November the 10th. And yeah, this is coming out. They're timing this for the live action release um of the 6th live action film in the franchise, Predator Badlands, which drops in the theaters. I want to say this October, November. So they're timing it for that. Always interesting when they do that though, because it's like, okay, you're going to drop a 5-film collection and you're putting the 6th film out. So it's like, well, then next year there's going to be a 6-film collection coming. So why am I going to get this again? So that's always kind of interesting. I will say it's very disappointing because like, is the actual 4-film collection still available? I don't have Predator 2 on 4K. I would like to have Predator 2 on 4K. I don't necessarily need Predators on 4K or The Predator on 4K, but I would like Predator 2 on 4K. And I didn't get that 4-film collection back in the day. I think it might still be available. But I've got Predator on 4K. I've got Prey on 4K. All I really want is Predator 2 on 4K, which is no reason to buy an entire box set. So I hope at some point they'll do an actual standalone like release for Predator 2 because that's really the only one that I want on 4K or I need on 4K. But if you're into collecting these box sets and stuff, it's a cool release. Just keep in mind a 6 film's coming out. They'll probably do another one next year as well. Next up, we've got The Men of Sherwood Forest. This is a Hammer Films collection, which is pretty damn cool. It's like a digi book release with posters and stuff in it. I'm not too familiar with this, but I imagine it's a bunch of Robin Hood films. And this is kind of, yeah, Wolf Shed, an unaired TV pilot from 1969. Yeah, I wonder if this is a TV show, but it's got new commentaries and all kinds of special features, incredible special features. And this is coming out on December the 8th. And I think it's a US release too. I think you can get it in the US. It's not just tied to the UK, but maybe it is. I know you can pre-order it off of Diabolic, Orbits, Movie Room, places like that right now. All right, so we have got some Trauma releases, guys. And these are coming out from Refuse Films, which is a UK company. I don't know if these people are new or not, but they are just on my radar with these releases right here. But these are number like 4, 5, and 6 in a line. I guess they're Trauma line, but they're releasing Class of Nukem High, which I know a lot of people are big fans of. We got Frankenhooker, which I'm a big fan of, but I know there's a 4K coming in the States from Synop, so I'll definitely hold out for that. And then you got Decapitated, coming out, and all these have new audio commentaries, new interviews. So very cool. So you may want to get these guys. You got 3 versions of the film with Class of Nukem High. Because I don't like if they do these in the States, they might not have all the special features that these do. So like I'm not familiar with refuse. Maybe I'll get Class of Nukem High just to kind of familiarize myself with them. But they're cool looking releases nonetheless. All right, guys. So that's all the new announcements. Like I said, we had a lot to cover in this week's episode. Right now, let's get into the sales. We got the Shocktober Screen Factory sale going on right now until October the 15th. So you can get on their website. I covered this the other night in my live stream, and you can get over 400 titles right now for pretty cheap for some of them, but some of them not really great prices, I don't think. But they're definitely cheaper than they usually are. I mean, 4Ks are usually going for like $30, $32 with Screen Factory. Most of them are down to the $20 to $23. So you're going to save $10 on these 4K releases. And then the Blu-rays are down a few bucks as well. So it's still better than what they usually are. It's just not great in terms of like sale prices. Now, Amazon is price matching a lot of these deals as well. I linked a bunch of them in my community tab the other day. So if you'd rather use Amazon, go to my community tab, check out that post I did the other day, and you can see all the titles that are available on Amazon right now for cheap as a part of the Shocktober sale, or Amazon price matching the Shocktober sale. But this is on the Screen Factory website. I'll link it down below in the description. And let's go ahead and hit up Blu-ray.com and see what's going on that website for the deals. And it looks like they got the Titanic set back up for pre-order, guys. The 4K set. Dark City's getting a standard 4K set. Like I said, Lionhearts and Anaconda's got a pre-order right now. The Killer's got a pre-order. So we got a lot of pre-orders up right now. I do want to call out the Long Walk 4K Steelbook is available to pre-order for $25.88, which is a pretty cheap price, and I kind of feel like that'll go up at some point. So maybe get it now if you want to get that film on 4K. But as far as the deals, I mean, you got all the Screen Factory, Shout Factory deals going on right now. The Paramount deals are still going on. So Clueless is $14.99, Zodiac is $14.99. Again, I posted about all these in my community tab, so go and check that out, and you can check out all these deals. Transformers 1 on 4K at $14.99. Other than that, I don't see a lot that's new. I can click on newest deals, and you'll see that Earthquake is 808 right now. The Blu-ray, Bullet Train 4K Steelbook is $25.99. Free Willy is $14.49. So some good stuff on here, guys. Sugar Hill, some Kino stuff is on sale. I mean, they're price matching a lot of these other sales because there's a Kino sale still going on right now until the end of the month as well. So yeah. But not a lot of other stuff, just the Shout stuff, the Kino stuff, the Paramount stuff still on sale. And I've talked about most of that stuff before. And on groove.com, we've got a Chilling Blu-ray sale going on. That includes a variety of horror Blu-ray titles. They got the Jeepers Creepers films double pack for $12.99 in there. But yeah, get on Groove and check out this. You also got some 4K horror deals going on as well. And yeah, Groove's always got some cool stuff going on, so go check them out. Let's get back into what is new this week real quick, and then we will close out the show. So right here, you see we got Spawn coming out. That's new this week. So all this stuff's coming out October the 7th, guys, which is tomorrow. So this is the new Blu-ray and 4K releases. We've got Spawn coming to 4K. Did I not note any of this stuff? My goodness, guys, I am so disorganized. Usually I put the prices and stuff, and I'm gonna have to add that in later. But luckily, I've got it all down on my phone. Spawn on 4K is coming out this week for $31.99. We've also got Silverado getting that 4K Steelbook for $36.99. The Quick and the Dead is getting a 4K Steelbook as well for $41.49. So it's a good week for Westerns on 4K, guys. End of Days is coming out, which I will be reviewing that title very soon, maybe tomorrow on the channel. That is coming out for $32.99 from Screen Factory. We also have F1 the movie coming out from Warner Brothers on 4K for, I believe that's down to $29.99. Also the Blu-ray for $24.99. And a 4K Steelbook, which did go back up for pre-order, and I think it's still up for pre-order for $39.99. We've also got Nobody 2 coming out this week on 4K for $27.95. Also the Blu-ray for $22.95. And also a 4K Steelbook for $37.95. And a Groove, and a 4K double pack for $44.95 if you want to get both films Then we've got Black Sunday coming to 4K from Screen Factory for $32.99. Rocky Horror Picture Show's getting a 4K Steelbook from Disney for $37.99. Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me is coming out from the Criterion Collection for $34.99 on 4K. Then we've got Bad Guys 2 coming out from Universal on 4K for $27.95. Also, the Blu-ray for $30.29. We've got I Know What You Did Last Summer coming out from Sony on Blu-ray for $27.99. Also, a 4K Steelbook, which I do have imaged here, for $39.99. So that's it with that. You don't get a regular 4K, you just get a 4K Steelbook and a regular Blu-ray. Then we have got Lights Out coming to 4K as well for from Universal for $24.99. Then we've got a Dangerous Animals 4K Steelbook from IFC Films, which I've also got pictured right here, and that is going to be $39.99. We've also got a Mortal Kombat 4K Steelbook coming out from Warner Brothers for $29.96, and then also a Child's Play 4K Steelbook from Screen Factory for $44.98. Also a Dark Crystal 4K Steelbook from Shout Studios for $25.89, and a Labyrinth 4K Steelbook from Shout Studios for $28.96. We have also got the Peanuts Ultimate TV Special coming out on Blu-ray from Warner Bros. For $72.99. We've got The Walking Dead Dead City Season 2 Blu-ray from RLJE for $18.99. We've got the Newsroom Complete Series getting a Blu-ray set. So all the seasons of the Newsroom coming out from HBO for $65.99. The Last Rodeo is coming out from VidAngel for $22.99. Guns Up is getting a Blu-ray from Vertical Entertainment, and there's no price currently. I did see this at Walmart on DVD for like, I think $15 the other night. Then we got John Adams getting a Blu-ray. This is the miniseries from 2008 that I think was on HBO. This is coming out from Warner Bros. For $27.99. Hustlers is getting a 4K re-release from Lionsgate for $16.49. The Gardeners coming to Blu-ray from Blue Fox for $29.98. And we were getting, because some of you guys may ask this because I do have them pictured here on my accounts. We were getting the Scarface sets and the Five Nights at Freddy's sets this week. They were on Blu-ray.com as of yesterday. As of today, they have switched to November the 11th. So these have been delayed over a month. So I do want to note that if you guys did pre-order this and you were expecting them this week, they'll be coming November the 11th. So they were delayed. But that's it, guys. That is the Physical Media Report episode 284. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, give this video a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. Comment down below of everything that we discussed here today. What are you the most excited about? Let me know in the comment section below. Turn on bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, as are the pre-order links for most of everything that we talked about in today's video. And we will see you next time.